Hey there, this is Scott Ishikawa again, coming from Hilo on the third day of the contested cases hearings. We're here with TMT legal counsel, Douglas Singh. Doug, let's talk about today. We had a second witness come up to testify. I believe his name is Jim Hayes. He is one of the guys who prepared the environmental impact statement for the project. And let's talk about what he said today.
Okay, yes. Jim Hayes took the stand shortly before lunch today and talked primarily about the environmental impact statement that had been prepared for the TMT project. So Jim Hayes was the manager of that project for his company, Parsons Brinkerhoff, and he is the one that's most familiar with the preparation of the environmental impact statement. So he talked about a number of things in connection with that document. He was asked a lot of questions about it. And he handled those questions very well.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were trying to feel their way at the beginning of the process. It seems like there was a lot of back and forth discussion, but that kind of seems to have settled down the last couple of days.
Yes. In particular, the first couple of days, there was a lot of questioning about the process and what those who are conducting cross-examination can do and cannot do, or how to do it.
Yeah.
And so now things have kind of settled down a little bit, and people are more aware of what the process is and how to conduct a cross-examination. And so it's been a learning curve, but things have moved along a little bit more efficiently, and there are far less questions about how to ask questions and what can be asked and how to respond to objections.
I think what helps as well is the fact that Mr. Hayes is really knowledgeable about the EIS and the mitigation efforts that were put forward to kind of minimize the impacts. There was a lot of those questions that came up at the beginning, so now I guess he can answer them now.
Yes. So he's seen at least a part of the prior witness's testimony. Plus, he was very well prepared, and he had a great deal of knowledge about the environmental impact statement. He was able to directly refer to sections in there in response to questions, so that there was no question about what the document says.
First topic that came about regarding the EIS was view claims. He talked about how TMT would only be visible by a certain percentage of the island. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, he did. He explained that because of the location of the observatory, and because it's lower than the summit, that it is far less visible than other observatories that are currently there. And he showed a viewshed analysis which showed that the observatory, if it's built, would only be visible from 14% of the island of Hawaii, and that's primarily in the northern part of the island, Waimea, Kauai, down to Hilo. He also, to aid the hearing officer in analyzing the visual impact of the project, he took photographs showing what a naked eye view would look like. And in the naked eye view, of course, it's very difficult to see the TMT dome because it's lower than the summit and it's lower than the other observatories that are there. Plus, it tends to blend into the surroundings a little bit more because of its reflective nature of its dome. Okay. So, to aid, I think, the hearing officer in visualizing that a little bit better, he took a binocular view of the summit from several different perspectives, and then they imposed the TMT structure in that actual photograph, and you could clearly see that the dome in that case, and you could see that it was lower than the summit and lower than the other observatories there, and therefore had less of a visual impact.
And obviously, Mr. Hayes is going to be around to answer other questions related to the EIS and the project over the next coming days. Yeah.
Yes. So cross-examination has just begun, and I think there have been 3 people to cross-examine him so far, and this will continue tomorrow, likely most of the day tomorrow.
So that wraps up day 3 of the contested case hearing. We'll be back here at the Grand Nanilo Hotel tomorrow, and we'll see you then.